के आधी से ज्यादा नींद नखरे चुराए बाकी बची जो तेरी जुल्फे उड़ाए तू ही बता दे कैसे खुद को बचाए आंखें तेरी करे चोरियां criminal way that booty going pop 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 criminal way that body won't stop 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 ओ इश्क अदर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना दिल का हजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना एक नजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना लाख लगे जिन्ना ओ इश्क अदर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना दिल का हजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना एक नजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना लाख लगे जिन्ना चोरी चोरी सीने से सांसें चोरी चोरी ले गई चुरा के चोरी चोरी ख्वाबों में आके she got me losing my mind चोरी चोरी आँखों में आके चोरी चोरी ख्वाबों में झाके चोरी चोरी तुम्हें चुरा के she got me losing my mind तेरी नजर तो है फरेबी तेरा हुआ ये जान के भी ओ ओ ओ ओ just might be a criminal she burning like a fever and I'm a believer नशा है नज़ाकते इन आँखों को छोड़ो अदा में करोड़ों छुपी है शरारतें It's criminal way that booty going pop 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 criminal way that body won't stop 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 ओ इश्क अदर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना दिल का हजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना एक नजर करे जिन्ना जिन्ना लाख लगे जिन्ना ओ इश्क अदर करे जिन्ना
It's criminal. That's right. Hey, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday as we finish a brand new, beautiful day starting our week. How are you guys doing? Hey, Ken, welcome back.
Hi, hi, Shanaz. Good evening, and yes, we are back after a short break, and we apologize that we didn't get to say goodbye to you guys before we left.
It's
the
never
last show.
goodbye. It's always a new day. Keep that in mind. It's always a new change. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Sateshwar Prasad in Toronto. Una Prasad. Rachel, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. Devika Prasad. Sali Asgar. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mr. Deo Moti, the beautiful Angela Moti, and Ashwarya. We have our own Ashwarya. It's great to be back, and I know a lot of things are happening. He just returned from a bird show, which I am excited to talk about, and I want to share that experience with you guys. So as we get situated, let's say good night to Auntie Nalini and Uncle Michael Naidu. Ravi, how you're doing? And hey, what's coming up this Saturday? It's all about Diwali and the parade, and let's talk a little bit more about that. Ken, this is your first year. I know you'll be coming out on Liberty Avenue. Are you excited?
I am excited. I've never been there. I've been in the United States for about 29 years, and this is the first time I'll be there.
Wow,
and it's
what
gonna
an
be fun.
experience it is. And I know a lot of my friends, Auntie Una is always on my float, and Auntie Nalini, all you wonderful folks, come out there this Saturday, Liberty Avenue, as we get the parade starting up from Sibyl's, going down 137th Street. And there's a prayer, there's a program, beautiful program at right in the field after. So guys, I urge you to get out there, come and support your community, be a part of this community. Let's say big up to the beautiful Lakshmi Singh. Let's talk with Lakshmi and all the wonderful folks who will be there. SMS will have a float, and Debbie Singh from New Jersey will be on that float. Anthony Prasad, we do have some singers and some dancers, and it's all about being part of our culture, our community. So with that said, let's get a song, and we'll be right back on Island Zone Radio. This is your chance to hit share, and we're gonna chit chat with you tonight. It's Chit Chat with Ken and Shanaz, but we want to chit chat with you. So what's going on? Keep us in your loop. Let's go, DJ. Melinda Murphy will be there. That's right. Melinda Murphy is always our Lakshmi for Shanaz Musical Sensation. Hey, the beautiful Sonia Debadine. Good evening to you. Mr. Harold Kumar, how you doing? Yes. Vijay Vishal. Hey Premo, good evening to you. Mr. Joe Jaglal, how are you doing? Narayan Dat Sukram from Toronto, how are you doing? Good evening, good evening. My beautiful friend Nasima Rohaman from Vegas. Well, she's in Vegas enjoying her vacation, but she's always supporting Shanaz musical sensation. Karen, how are you doing? We look forward to seeing you in Queens pretty soon. Rosie, how are you doing? Good evening to each and every one of you. Viran, Khalil, Singh, how are you doing? We are excited. Happy Monday. Let's go. We have some tunes to keep you dancing and some information about the Bollywood trio that's coming to New Jersey November 23rd. Taken from the movie Om Shanti Om with, hey, the guy, the Khan, King Kong himself, Shah Rukh Khan. Rachel Conley, namaste. Letitia Ward, how you doing? Sony Deosaran, Barbara Singh, Bayo, how you doing? Anita Narayan, Carl Mohan from Carl Mohan Realty. That's right, sponsor. Our float will be sponsored by Carl Mohan Realty.
We have Jamir Mohammed. Thank you very much for tuning in. Miss Nalini Naidu, thank you for tuning in to our program. My former teacher in Ghana, Miss Chandrauti Ferreira. Good night to both Shanaz and Hiram Ken Rampersad. You know, when I was a young man, she taught me in school, and I always say, and I have fond memories of her as my teacher.
Yes. That's right, setting a good example.
That's right, that's right.
Hey Premo, thank you very much. Mr. Lalman Prasad. Come on, ladies, put your hands in the air. That goes to Geeta Ramprasad. Nadira Manga, Sonia Debadine, Sabi Satar, the beautiful Mala Hari Prasad in Toronto. Come on, guys, put your hands in the air. Derek Maharaj, Shamila Murphy. Sherry Rahim, good evening, good evening. Hey, Kamal Hamid, how you doing in Toronto? Let's say happy birthday to the beautiful Auntie Shirley. Happy birthday to Auntie Shirley. The beautiful Gayatri Gangadeen all the way in Guyana, how you doing? Alvin Ramsarup, happy birthday to you, my friend. Elmo, how you doing? Gita Baldeo, thank you. Underground song from Schenectady. Azima Majid, good evening to you from Washington, D.C. Well, I'll be heading to Washington, D.C. next week. That's right, SMS birthday and also a work convention. Juanita Khan, how are you doing? I'll be seeing Juanita on the SMS boat ride.
All the hot girls, put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, Om Shanti Om.
Mr. Harry George, how are you in Toronto? Let's say happy Thanksgiving to all our folks in Toronto and Canada. Good evening, good evening. Ronaldo Ali, John Demat. We'll talk to the Birdman in a few. Vikram Ganesh is all excited about the chutney wine train that's heading down to, hey, where are they heading down to? Hollywood, Florida. Rajiv, good evening to you. Hey, Munir Khan, how you doing? Derek Maharaj, good evening, good evening. It's party time with Shanaz and Ken on a Monday night. Come on, ladies, put your hands in the air. Cheryl, sing Priya Prasad. Good evening, Biram, Jairam, how are you doing? Azima Majid, let's go.
All the hot girls, put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, Om Shanti.
Shanti Chan, how are you doing? And Mr. Vikram Ganesh is all excited because the Chutney Wine team are heading down to Hollywood, Florida. That's why the Chutney Wine team is heading down to Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. Get your tickets and support We Got Your Back organization by Mr. Buddy Singh and his team. Auntie Nalini, I'll be seeing you. That's right. Rajiv Rajnarayan, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. Happy Monday. Taken from the movie Om Shanti Om, Indira Prasad. Good evening to you. Kenneth Ramprasad is fantastic and he's back from, a mini vacation, I should say. Geeta Baldeo, Sissy McVille, how you doing? Adriana, how you doing? And the beautiful Cheryl Singh from Orlando, Florida. We want you guys to go and support Mr. Buddy Singh Chutney Wine team in Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. Good evening to Mr. Carl Mohan. And I told you guys earlier, Carl Mohan Realty sponsoring the SMS float this Saturday. Where is that DJ? Let's go. It's time to party on a Monday night with Ken and Shanaz. Making your week a fantastic one. Let's put it on a right note.
Yeah! This one's for you.
Someone say Kali Salam. Well, that's my anthem right there.
And for you, my lovely. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Say Shava, Shava. Say Shava, Shava. Say Shava, Shava. Say Shava, Shava.
Meenwati Ramprasad. Guys, the SMS boat ride is November 2nd.
सोनी तेरी पायल रूप तेरा सोना सोना सोनी तेरी पायल छन छना छन ऐसे छन के कर दे सबको घायल कह रहा आंखों का काजल इश्क में जीना मरना ये Say Shava, Shava, Mahiya, say Shava, Shava, Mahiya, say Shava, Shava.
Gayatri Gangadeen, good evening to you. Juanita Khan, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Guys, hit share.
रूप है मेरा सोना
The beautiful Veronica Jaglaw Kelvin Eno will be celebrating his birthday at the Gemini. Barbara Baran, how you doing? Good evening to you. Mr. John Namat, Gemtex USA, good evening to you. And the beautiful Pat Sahadeo Priya Prasad, good evening to you. Let's feel free to dance along.
Everybody! Shabak, shabak, Mahia say shabak, shabak, Mahia say shabak, shabak, Mahia say shabak, shabak. Yeah.
Mr. Shabir Baksh from the No Janjad group, let's go. Well, that's the legend himself. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan just celebrated 77 years. What's your first movie that you remember seeing with Mr. Bachchan?
Oh, you know what? I'm not a movie follower, but I.
How about
from a
Kuli
little
number
while,
one?
I have not seen a lot of movies. I didn't like much movies.
Well,
and
I
guess
saw
what?
a beautiful movie yesterday, Kabhi Alvida Na Kahe Na.
All right.
And it was a beautiful movie indeed. And Amitabh Bachchan always seemed to be number one. Azima Majid, good evening to you. Good evening to each and every one of you. Hey, Mr. Ganesh Rambalas, how you doing? Wanida Khan, good evening, good evening. And Ryan Ali, good evening to you. We're talking about movie. Which is your favorite movie with Amitabh Bachchan? I remember seeing Kuli number one, and I believe I saw all of his movies,
Really?
including Sholay.
Wow.
So, guys, make a note. What's your favorite movie? Put it in our chat box, and we will talk a little bit about that.
Also, I want to say hello to Juanita Khan. She says good night to me. And I want to say good night to all of you guys. And thank you for coming back to us, to be patient. And I know we'll be in full swing sometime in
That's
December while we sort things out. We want to say thank you to you guys. And yes, John Namat, we are back to stay together. We are not going anywhere, okay?
Your number one duo team. That's right. Bringing you all the entertainment and all that's happening in our community and around the world. If you would like us to cover something, hey, hit us up. Hey, Dotsie, good evening to you. From Trinidad, Mr. Harry George, good evening to you. Mahendra Paul, how you doing? Good evening to each and every one of you on Island Zone Radio. Dolly Shahid, good evening, and thank you guys for all the encouraging words and always asking us, when are you back? When are you back?
That's right.
I know so many things going on in our lives. Ken is very busy, being a nurse, working full time, but we love your company. We love being here every Monday, so we'll keep it going. And if you want us to talk about something, hit us up. We will definitely get it out there. Let's talk about birds. And I know a lot of folks would say, let's talk about birds.
Well, guys, Shanaz, this is a very busy time for me with the birds. As you know, next month is the National Bird Show here in the United States, and I was given the honor to judge the National Bird Show. And, I will be the first Guyanese to do this. And so I want to take this time to study, to make sure I shine, make sure I do well in judging, picking the best birds, because guess what? They have birds from Puerto Rico, Canada, and all across the United States.
How many macaws did you see there?
Oh, they will have all different kind of birds
Parakeet,
and macaws
lovebirds,
and all different. And guess what? For the first time, I think I want to really cover some of these things. I'm going to walk with my camera, and I'm going to cover some of them.
And we will have clips on that. And hey, guess what? Big news are coming up, guys. Congratulations to Ken on the Ken Ramprasad show coming up pretty soon. I know he don't like to blow his own horn, but we've been waiting for a show with the Ken Ramprasad. So, guys, let's congratulate Ken on having his own segment right here on Island Zone Radio. And, it goes from A to Z. Anything he wants to share with you, it's his platform, and he'll be sharing his day, his environment, his experiences, as I love sharing with you. Mr. Suresh Sugrim, good evening to you. Mr. John Namad, good evening to you. Suresh is watching us from Florida. Pat Sahadeo, good evening to you. And Pat Sahadeo said she have 2 birds. Now, what kind of birds? Do you have lovebirds? Vinod Hari, good evening to you. The beautiful Maria Harris, good evening, good evening. Let's talk about men hurting women. That's a very good topic. And men should not be hurting women as much as women also are hurting men.
That's right. And I know that, for the past couple of weeks that we were not on, there were so many women was abused, was beaten up by the husband, and also so many suicide in Guyana
And everyone keep inboxing us because they know, it matters to us because it's dear to our hearts. Suicide is not the answer, guys. Get involved. And remember, mental health. October is breast cancer awareness and mental health. So get involved. Take care of someone that you feel that might need help. And someone to talk to. Caribbean Movements, good evening to you. Priya Prasad, thank you very much. She's saying congratulations. Let's all say congratulations on the Ken Ram Prasad show.
Yes, and Shanaz, and I want to be honest with you. I know we don't like to talk things about something sometimes, but I have to say thank you to Shanaz for actually being my guidance, my partner, who has took my hand throughout the months. Actually, we in the air going to be 1 year done. Actually, we on radio together,
and I enjoy every bit of it. I look forward in seeing Ken in the studio week after week. Safars Omar, how you doing in Toronto? Prince Arijit Singh from Guyana. The beautiful Neela Pawaru. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, we do miss our Neela Pawaru. I'm such a good human being, and I really wish her all the best in life. She has such a good heart. And I know she's blessed. But, coming with my own show, what I really wanted to do, Shanaz, I've been a nurse over about 30 years, and I've seen so much in life and so much people struggling with mental health and domestic abuse and addiction and so on. And so I want to come up with a platform where I can sit down and chit-chat with some people, some doctors.
Victims also.
Some victims, some people who has been addicted, and see how we can really help, especially our Guyanese community. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to finish judging this show and come back and launch my own show.
Full swing and talk about what's happening and get people's opinion and bringing everyone in our studio. It's going to be excited, guys. No limit. As we say, the sky is the limit. And you guys are all welcome to come on down in the studio. Beautiful studio, of course. And our guests and our hosts are always wonderful. But yes, let's go back to the topic that Mr. Sugrim brought to our attention. Abuse of our women. Women should be loved. They are our mothers. They are our sisters. They are our daughters. Respect them. Put them up on a pedestal if you have to, because you know what? God bless us all, and we came from a woman. We should love them and respect them.
Absolutely. And for the past couple of weeks, it's on my mind too about domestic violence, and especially in Guyana. And there was 2 girls I see. One of them face was black and blue all over, and I'm like, oh my God, how can she? And what happened is that she went back to this guy who
that's
her
what
husband.
I read on the story. And most of these women keep going back. They're not tired of being the victim. They keep going back, and they don't even press charges on this.
That's another story. I want to put in my 2 cents in that, and I believe that if you beat your wife up, you should be able to spend the time in jail or wherever you are, wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. I know that love is something that's it's good and it's bad too. But when your partner is hurting you consistently, it's sad. I also, hear so many people saying, why the women don't leave? And we stress so much, women to leave, go, don't stay.
It's easier to say that, why aren't they leaving? But we don't know what shoes they're walking in. We don't know their situation. We need a better system to be there to support, because they can't walk out to the neighbor's home. As much as the neighbor is saying, why are you taking it? Are they welcome to spend the night in your home? They're not. So we need the government to set up a system to rescue. And that was my mission for 2020. And it's still in process of a women's shelter in Guyana and so many other things.
Yes, we can definitely team up and do something. Also, I would like to say, Shanaz, is that we put so much pressure on the women, and we are saying why they don't leave. Why aren't we not, as fathers, as brothers, sisters, as children, say, why can't we talk to the guys? Why the guys can't change too?
We need to educate our guys, our sons, no matter how old they are. Your son is 30 years old and he's disrespecting his wife or his girlfriend, and it all starts from home. If you have a sister and you're not treating them well, pull them aside and say, that's not how you treat your sister.
Exactly.
You have to manner them from a very young age and let them respect women.
Absolutely. In fact, to be honest with you, respect each other and respect your partner, you know what I'm saying?
Not just emotional, physical, everywhere. Respect them, treat them well. Azima Majid, good evening to you. Mr. John Namat, thank you very much. Priya, Charlene, Lawrence, how you guys are doing? Thank you for the love. Maria Harris, Kemrat, Citroen, how you doing? Mr. Harry George, good evening to you. He have an Amazon yellow eye parrot, and she sings. Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Harry, I do have an African grey too that speaks everything, and he make the sound of the car of the alarm. And in the morning when I wake up, actually he's the first man that says, "Good morning." Good morning, and I say, "Good morning, son. How are you doing?"
It feels really good when we ask someone, "How are you doing today?" And as Mr. Soresogrim is writing there, I'm reading it. Money and funding is the key. Well, believe me, I was up strong this year to go and do it, and it will be done in 2020. We need a women's shelter in Guyana, and it will be done. Priya Prasad, good evening to you. Charlene, thank you very much. Hemraj, how are you doing? Keep the love, keep sharing. And men think they are macho. Well, yes. Well, you know what it said? Until you meet your meter.
Right. Until you meet your match too. Yeah.
Right. Put the macho men who feel that they're macho in prison for a little bit. Let's see how much crying they could do and what justice do we need for them. We need to make them, what should we make them?
Accountable for what they're doing. Yes, make them accountable for whatever they're doing.
And put them up front. We need to go live on some of their torture.
Yes.
So everyone could see this is not acceptable. Hey, Rajin Nimnad, good evening to you. Rajim Kisoon, good evening to you as well. Rajin, I hope you support Chutney Wine Team in Hollywood, Florida. They're coming down November 23rd. Get your tickets. November 23rd, they're heading to Hollywood, Florida. The Chutney Wine Team. Sharing is caring. Where is our DJ? Let's go. And he did say he'll be on Liberty Avenue celebrating Diwali this Saturday.
ऐसे हैं चाहे वैसे हैं अरे जो भी हैं जैसे हैं खुद पे हमें नाज है जाने ना हमको ये ज़माना चाहो तो हमको आज़माना कारबाज हम जानसाज हम इश्कबाज दिल वाले कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले छूते दिल के तार से
Well, we interrupt the tunes to say happy birthday to the beautiful Auntie Shirley. Happy birthday, Auntie Shirley.
यूं तो सीधे बड़े कभी चाहे तो हाथों से लेते लकीरें चुरा ओ हमको परवाह नहीं जो भी कहता है कहने दे जग ये भला या बुरा जैसी भी मर्जी हो
Heather Bennett, Mickey, how you doing? Lalita Ward, Sabrina Reyes, my beautiful friend Sabrina Reyes Faraz, how you doing? Rini, good evening to you. Vikram, Alvin Ramsarup, Ganesh Pandey, Joshua Pramal. Joshua Pramal keep complaining that he's getting blackout in Guyana. That is Renee from Wakenham Island. Juanita Khan, Geeta, Ramprasad Nelson, how you doing? Nasima Rohaman, enjoying our tunes all the way from Vegas. Thank you to the beautiful Charlene Lawrence. Mr. John Namat, he is the bird whisperer. What does he whisper to the birds? Mahendra Bechu, how you doing? Padmini Ram, Ganesh Pandey, so many love, so many support. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Apache Warrior, the beautiful Shaliza Samad in Toronto. Good evening to you. Hey, Makraj, how you doing? Apache, thank you. DJ Arnell, how you doing? Priya Prasad, let's go.
झुमका गिरा दे जो मिला ले अगर वो नजर से नजर मिटा दे.
Azima Majid, Gita Baldale, Soni Narayan, how are you doing? Rajiv Kisoon, it's Liberty Avenue this Saturday for the Diwali Parade. This Thursday, join me on Shanaz Musical Sensation as we have some beautiful guests in our studio. We will also have Mr. Ben Parang, Sassy Ramatar, and the beautiful Melinda Murphy. Auntie Julie, welcome.
देख लख लख परदेसी गाल, ain't nobody like my देसी गाल. देख लख लख परदेसी गाल, सबको सोनी सादी देसी गाल. Who's the hottest girl in the world? झुमका लगाई के she rock your world.
Well, we have our Desi girl in the building, the beautiful Soni Deosaran. Good evening to you.
बड़े कमर पे जो नजर सारे सपनों में रंग भर जाए. जो थाम ले वो हाथ तो हंस के ही आशिक मर जाए.
ढूंढो जहां में चाहे कहीं न तुमको मिलेगी कोई ऐसी girl.
देख लख लख परदेसी girl, ain't nobody like my देसी girl. देख लख लख परदेसी girl, सबको सोनी सादी देसी girl. Who's the hottest girl in the world? झुमका लगाई के she rock your world.
Mr. Jerry Butler, how you doing? The beautiful Auntie Nalini Naidu, Prince Arjit Singh. We have a lot of folks watching us from Guyana.
That's good. And I see my friend Charlene Lawrence. She have a good son who she is really teaching him the way to be a gentleman in life. And we talk so often now and again. And it's a good thing as mother that you're taking the responsibility to teach your children and your sons how to treat a woman and respect them. So I want to say thank you very much and congratulations. You are making a difference, my friend Charlene Lawrence.
That's right. Hey, Mr. Farouk M. Ali, how you doing? Basu Prasad, good evening to you. And I know a lot of celebrity will be on board November 2nd for the SMS boat cruise, our birthday bash. Get on board. Mr. Farouk will be there. And the Bollywood king, Anthony Prasad, you never know. The Dheeraj Garam, the dancing sensational, will be there as well. It's a celebrity cruise. And Ken Ramprasad and his wonderful family as well.
That's right. We're always there to support our Shanaz Hussain. She is part of our family. And I see Sateshwar Prasad locked in. I miss you sometime, my friend. But please do check in with us now and again. I see Lalman Prasad, the guy from Lenora. Farouk M. Ali. He is doing such a fantastic job. I am so proud of him. And you know what, really? Every time I see him, he reminds me of me. So humble. He's singing his soul out. And he's so humble. I communicate with this guy in such a way, and he probably don't know, but every time he writes something, I read it and I can pick up the vibes, how humble he is.
He is a very
and
nice
keep it
guy.
that
So
way.
my brother Farouk, big up to you. He'll be on board November 2nd. Azima Majid, good evening to you. She said, yes, mom needs to train their sons to be better men, gentlemen, and I must applaud you also, Ken. I know you have two boys and they're fantastic, well-mannered. I've seen them not just treating women, but others, everyone. They're so respected.
That's right. And not only my two boys, and you know that we have Arvin, who is our DJ, and I have Adit and Rajiv Nandalal.
All your
who's
nephews, they're so disciplined, they're humble, they're respectful.
Yes, and this morning I took Rajiv home, and as I took him home, we were chit-chatting, and I was telling Varshini, me and Varshini left, and I said to her, I believe in talking and communicating with people. I said, Varshini, I love you guys just like my own children. You, Adit and Rajiv, and our DJ here. I said, I love you guys just like my own children. And I think that when we have children with us, that's what we need to do, is to be an example for them to follow. And I can't wait for all of them to grow up to be gentlemen, if you know what I mean. And like you said, thank you for your compliments too.
And let's read the beautiful Charlena Lawrence comment. Hey, Rajif Kisoon, good evening to you and your beautiful wife, Christina Kisoon. I hope to see you guys this Saturday on Liberty Avenue. Yes, we'll be lighting up Liberty Avenue with our Diwali floats. And Maria Harris, thank you very much. He is a super singer. He was a Chutney Glow. He'll be on the SMS boat cruise, and he's a fantastic, humble human being. That is Mr. Farouk Mumtaz Ali.
That's right, that's right. I see Charlene Lawrence wrote, I consider myself a strong woman. To an ex-husband, mental abuse has been me, not want a relationship. And I know I should not judge all men for one man doing, but if you let down your guard down with a man you trust for 19 years, a next relationship is so much more hard. And she said, thanks, Guy. You all look really great. And thank you very much. We try to be an example on this show. And you're right. We have to be an example. You know, like I said, we are coming here every week and tell you nice things, we want to live that nice life too. And thank you very much. Be that example. And let people know that you guys can start to be the person who want, your children to
Every
be
day is
by
a beautiful
example.
day to start a chain and encourage others to be as good as they could be. Hey, Mr. Lalman, good night to you. Veron Hussein, how you're doing? Jerry Butler, Priya Prasad, good evening, good evening.
I see Ravin Kisoon is saying hello to his wife, Christine Kisoon. Oh, I know he loves you, and that's why he put your name out there. I see our girl, Gita Baldeo. A woman have to respect a man, and a man have to respect a woman. And absolutely, and that's what we are saying. Michael Nalini Naidu said, can have lots of lovebirds. You know what? I had so much birds, and I'm now getting back into some more birds because, this year I ease up a little bit because doing 2 full-time jobs at that time was not easy having the birds. But I'm getting back there. Actually, Nalini, I really want to win the next, the National Bird Show sometime in the United States, and I'm gunning for that sometime next year. That I could say I'm a Guyanese that won the bird show here in the United States.
So being out there in the bird show, what is a famous bird that you see? We're all accustomed to parakeets and macaws. What is a cockadoodle?
The cockatoo, that's a big white parrotish bird. They have the hook bill, but I am more specialized into like songbirds or pretty birds. And I'm sure if you're my friend, you see them on my page. And I'm very fortunate to see so many nice birds up close because I get to judge them. And sometimes I'm at a loss to see how some people have their birds in such a wonderful, excellent condition.
Taking care of them. Ravin Kisoon, good evening to the beautiful Gita Baldeo. She said husband have to respect their wife, and wife also has to respect their husband. It goes both ways. And Mr. Dindial saying good evening to you, Bibi Razak, how you're doing. And let's say, hey, I'm not a big cricket fan, but you know what? The Amazon Warrior really did a good job. 11 out of 11. So you know what? You can't always look at things. They tried their best, and we should always give them their support and our love.
That's right, not because they lose one game.
Right, it's a game that should be out of love. I've seen others on Facebook getting, vindictive. They're burning the flags.
Really?
It's not called for. I mean, at that mentality, what kind of person will be doing that? Disrespecting a country.
And exactly. So, and Shanaz, I think that you should be a good sportsman in enjoying the game, and even to someone on the other side who is doing fantastic, like who's knocking the six and
right.
all these things.
And guess what? Barbados won. Congratulations to you. We're all in for the sports, Don't get too...
Exactly.
Alex Khan, how you doing? Princess Zamina, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. Mr. John Namat, how you doing? And yes, we need Lima Call here in New York as well. Where is our DJ? It's Dancing Monday with Ken and Shanaz. Let's go. Get your dancing shoes on. Let's go. And we just talked about Barbados. Hey, Annette, good evening to you and congratulations to your team.
You can get Kali Salam.
We do have Kali Salam requested. Harry George, good evening to you. Babla, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, you are in NYC. It's a beautiful Monday evening. We wrapped up a beautiful day. Mr. Dindial Singh, we need you down here in NYC.
उसका नाम सुन के कांपे हर शैतान
गॉड अल्लाह और भगवान ने बनाया एक इंसान
Beautiful song indeed. Mr. Naeem Hamid, how you doing? Watching us from New York. We are in New York as well. Shanaz Ghafoor, how you doing? Julie Singh, Freddie, good evening to you. Vikram, Ganesh, Azima Majid, Princess Zamina, Sabita Shiro, Ramlakan, how you doing? Arvind Kendernath, the beautiful Wanita Khan, Geeta Ramprasad, how you doing?
Also, I would like to say hello to Miss Shanaz Kafoor. Guess what? I went by Shanaz. I was going to call you Saturday night. I went to Shanaz and she cooked up a storm. And I just ate home and I went by her. She cooked the curry dal, puri, and a whole set of thing. And then
Thank you for filling in, Shanaz.
and I tell her my Shanaz is a beautiful girl too. And yes, Shanaz, thank you so much, Shanaz, for the she get choker, bag and choker, and roti and
Wow,
so on.
she was very hospitable, huh?
Yes,
she
yes.
is a good cook. Well, we do need her along. Hey, Dindy Singh, good evening to you. Good evening to each and every one of you locked on to Island Zone Radio. That DJ have to take that Kali Salam from the TOP requested by you, the viewers. Ravin Kisoon, Rajiv Rajnarayan, good evening, good evening. Lisa Singh. Love is in the air.
तुमसे मिलके मैंने जाना इश्क क्या मोहब्बत क्या भूल बैठा सब कुछ मैं तो
I love this song.
दिन क्या रात क्या चाहत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत
Yes, Maria Harris, I know you love this song.
खाली सलाम दुआ
Jasoda Takordin, all the way in Trinidad and Tobago.
चेहरे की रंगत
Rakia from Canada. Thank you guys.
ये तूने क्या किया ये तूने
Rakia said, pull up, pull up.
डूबा मैं दिल की जन्नत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की
Faraz Majid.
रंग रही है तेरी सोहबत में
Well, I believe both Shanaz got something in common. We both love this song.
जो सोना मन था वो खिल उठा है जाने खुदा बदल रहा है हर एक मौसम बेचैन दिल का जाने खुदा जाने खुदा जाने खुदा
They said music is the food of love. Play on. And
It's
some people are
music.
asking for it again.
If music is the food of love, then play on. Hey, Mr. Roy Sugrim from Toronto. Good evening to you. Rocky, Rocky.
सुकून है क्या चाहत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में
Thank you, Robin, for enjoying this song.
We'll have to put this on the loop.
जो बढ़ रहा है दिलों का रिश्ता वो बढ़ता जाए है ये दुआ टूटे कभी ना ये सिलसिला अब सारी उम्र बस है ये दुआ है ये दुआ है ये दुआ तुमसे मिलके मैंने जाना रंग क्या रूप क्या भूल बैठा सब कुछ मैं तो छाओ क्या धूप क्या चाहत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में खाली सलाम दुआ मुलाकात में चेहरे की रंगत बदल रही है तेरी सोहबत में
Love is in the air, and love is always in the air. Our love for each and every one of you, Azima Majid, Mr. Royce Grim. Good evening, Rocky, Mr. Dindyal Singh. How you're doing this evening?
Hi, Maureen.
The beautiful Priya Prasad, as we asked earlier, which is your favorite movie with starring Mr. Amitabh Bachchan as we celebrate his 77th birthday, Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Lake Prasad, good evening to you. Baba Sukha, how are you doing? Rocky.
Did you know that I see Lake Prasad's name on our screen, and he taught me history in high school in Lenora, so I know him very well, but he probably forget me by now.
Well, if you were a very good student, he'll remember that. We tend to remember the good folks and the bad folks, I believe.
You know how he will know me probably?
The troublesome folks.
No, he probably know when I was running back in Guyana, because I was the champion boy for our school, Lenora Secondary School, so he will probably know me then.
As a runner?
Yes.
Not a bad boy. Okay, that's very good. Omati Kalicharan, how you doing? Good night. Azima, thank you. All the love. Mr. Lake Prasad, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Island Zone Radio every Monday. Hey, it's Shanaz and Ken. Let's chit chat. Tell us what you love. Tell us what's the current event, and we'll keep you entertained as well with some beautiful songs. Where is our DJ? Let's go. This is a special dedication going out to Navin, one of his favorite songs. Priya Prasad, good evening to you. She said, each and every one. Well, yes, that we're talking about Amitabh Bachchan. I love all his movies. And Mr. Lake Prasad said he do recall you of one of his finest students. Hey.
Well, that's a good thing. And you know, like I said before, I see my other teacher, Chandrauti, was on the page just now, and I said, you know, I want to say thanks to all my teachers, because I am the man who I am because of those people who have taught me in high school and in school that made me who I am.
They
You know what I'm
took
saying?
the time to discipline you and showed you the right from the wrong.
And so thank you, Lake Prasad. Jasoda Takodin, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks for always being with us. Good night, Nanda Budai. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Kumari Solomon. And if you guys are new on our page, you can go ahead and press 1 so we'll know and we'll shout you out.
The beautiful Kumari Solomon. Good night, good night.
I see Harry says, shout out to Timmy Binion from Guyana. Thank you for tuning in to our program.
Tika Ramutar, how are you doing? Good evening to you. Good evening to each and every one of you locked on to Island Zone Radio. Anjani Prasad, good night to you. And yes, I have a solution for that. You could try it, as they said, for falling hairs. You could, boil some guava leaves. That's
Really?
organic, herbal. Boil guava leaves and wash your hair with it. And wash it really well. And believe me, it would work. And also you could try castor oil. I know a lot of folks don't like, is it castor oil? Crab oil. A lot of folks don't like crab oil, the scent.
Smell, right.
But guess what? If it works and it's homemade and it's organic, so try it. Love is in the air, and hey, love is a good thing, so feel free to spread it. And Priya Prasad is sending you some love, and yes, love is a very good gift to give. Let's go ahead and give it.
And I love Priya Prasad. She's been with us from the get-go. So I really want the very best for Priya Prasad. Such a young girl,
And so many of you have been here from day one with Ken and Shanaz. Eileen Sakram, good evening to you from Florida. Hey, speaking of Florida, the Chutney Wine team is heading down to Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. Guys, November 23rd, Hollywood, Florida. Get on board. Get on that Chutney Wine train. Anjani Prasad, good evening to you.
I see Eileen Sakram. Good night. I think she is good friend with my son, actually, Rajiv Nandalal. So thank you very much for always looking out and keep in touch with Rajiv. He always speaks so highly of you, Eileen.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Diwali parade this Saturday on Liberty Avenue. And then November 1st, it's a Jumbie Jam. It's a Halloween party by Mr. Dheeraj Gayaram. That's right, Starlight Pavilion. Come on down. I hope Ken got his costume ready. I'm not sure if he's going to be Batman or Superman or the Birdman.
You know what? I probably should be Birdman, but I'm not into all those fancy things now at my age. But before we continue, I would like to extend to, on behalf of Shanaz Hussain, myself, to DJ Fest and his mother and Dheeraj. Their brother died in Barbados. So on behalf of our Shanaz and myself,
right,
we would like to extend to you guys our deepest sympathy. May God be with all of you in this difficult time.
That's right. They're such wonderful folks, always with love and compassion.
I see Mr. Hamid says, you guys, good music. Keep your good work. Call for something cool.
Well, very good advice by Mr. John Namat. Try the Bio Oil 7. That's right.
Yes, Eileen Supram, he always speak well and highly of you, and he always tell us, his mom and myself, how you always welcome him to Florida. Very kind of you to do.
And we have a cute angel, Shariza Osman, in our chat box. Good evening, good evening. सब कुछ मेरे लिए तेरे बात है सौ बातों की एक बात है मैं न जाऊंगा कभी तुझे छोड़ के ये जान ले.
We want to spread love in this program. No fighting. Keep it positive.
Love is the answer.
तुझ पे मर के ही तो मुझे जीना आया है ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा तू रात दीवाना
And we want to say thanks to John Nimmet too for always sticking by us.
ओ तेरे संग यारा
Without him and without people like him, we are nothing on this program. So we
That's
value
right.
all of you guys.
We love your comments, we love your feedback, and we love interacting with each and every one of you. Mr. Dindy, I'll sing. Let everyone know where you're watching Island Zone Radio from. Mr. John Emma, thank you. Priya Prasad, Maria Harris, extending her sympathy to DJ Fest and his family. Azima Majid, good evening to you. Arvind Kendernath, who is this famous guy? Mr. Arvind Kendernath. And that is a beautiful song to fall in love with. It was taken from the movie Tere Sang with Mr. Ashke Kumar. I saw that movie.
You know,
Indeed, very romantic.
beautiful.
Debbie Sanasi, good evening to you. Hiya. Hey Hira Diagram, how you doing? I'll be seeing Hira on the boat cruise November 2nd. We'll be partying. We'll be celebrating SMS and everyone who's celebrating their birthday on the Paddle Wheel Queen.
That's right. We know Shanaz's birthday is coming up soon and she have a boat ride. I'm sure to be on that boat ride.
It's a good thing to fall in love, Mr. Dindial. Debbie Sanasi, how you doing?
You know, I know Debbie Sanyasi, such a wonderful lady. I always say she's Miss Wales. Maria Harris would like to send out shout out to her niece, Lisa Harris, who's visiting from the Cayman Islands. So thank you very much
Lisa
for
Harris
that.
from the Cayman Islands. Good evening, good
That's
evening
right.
from Island Zone Radio. Let's talk with Shanaz and Ken. Let's chit chat. What is on your plate? Let's talk about it. And Mr. Dindial Singh is always watching us from Hartford, Connecticut.
You know, Dindial, I used to live in Hartford City many years ago in Shelter's Place, just off between Franklin Avenue and Wethersfield Avenue. That's but 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Dindial, you're invited. November 2nd is the SMS birthday boat bash. Let's go.
आंखें मूंदे तो जाने किसे ढूंढे के सोया जाए ना के सोया जाए ना किसे ढूंढे ये ख्वाहिशों की बूंदे के सोया जाए ना के सोया जाए ना मानो निंदिया पिरोया जाए ना मानो निंदिया पिरोया जाए ना
The beautiful Princess Priya. Ria, good evening to each and every one of you. Debbie Sanasi.
अल्लाह मुझे दर्द के काबिल बना दिया तूफान को ही कश्ती का साहिल बना दिया बेचैनियां समेटते सारे जहान की जब कुछ न बन सका तो मेरा दिल बना दिया ओ साथी तेरे बिना राही गारा दिखे ना ओ साथी तेरे बिना साहिल धुआं धुआं
Charlene would like to say hello to her son James. James, you have such a wonderful mother. As a role model, she is being mom and dad too. So congratulations to your mom and all the very best. I know that you have one of the best mother around.
Sunny Narayan, good evening to you. Rajiv Raj Narayan, how you're doing? Good evening to each and every one of you locked onto Island Zone Radio. This Saturday is the Diwali Parade. Hey, but join us on Thursday, Shanaz Musical Sensation. We have 3 fantastic guests joining us in our studio. And that will be the beautiful Sassy Ramatar, who will be entertaining us on November 2nd for the SMS boat ride. Not forgetting Lalita Ramnath. She always have a good time with each and every one of us when we're hanging out. So Lalita Ramnath will be here. And so many wonderful artists. I have Jesh Ramanan from Trinidad and David. They will be on board. Dheeraj Jairam, the dancing sensational. Anthony Prasad. Hey Brian, good evening to you. The beautiful Maureen Ramcharan, Maria Harris, Nalini Sukhanandan, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. She's enjoying us from Trinidad. Navin is quite late. The beautiful Vanita Ali, I saw she was in Florida celebrating. That's right, we'll be celebrating SMS birthday on November 2nd on the Paddle Wheel Queen. A lot of folks call us Saturday for tickets. We deliver almost 80 tickets, sponsored by Nissan of Queens, Carl Mohan Realty, that is Mr. Buddy Singh for all your real estate needs, and so many wonderful folks. The after party will be at Palm Court Restaurant, guys. Come on down. Debbie Sanasi. Jawahir, welcome. Where is Mr. Muhammad Ali? Famous model from India, Mr. Prakash Patel. Welcome. And I know you did fantastic on the Fashion Week. Thank you to the beautiful Maureen Ramcharan, always supporting us.
Hi, Shalini from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for tuning in to this program.
As they say, old is gold. Well, someone said you remind him of Denzel Washington. Wow. Shakti Prasad, good evening, Mr. John Naman.
I see the beautiful Lena is locked in. Thank you very much for tuning in, Lena.
Lena will be driving down to Hollywood, Florida to support Chutney Wine. We got you back, Chutney Wine, Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. love and more love. That's right. Sending all of our love to each and every one of you who are locked on to Island Zone Radio. Debbie Sanasi, Anjali Prasad, how are you doing? John Damachati Prasad, good evening to you. And good evening to Dr. Franklin Rodney. Well, Doc, this song is for you. I hope you live it up. Party up a little bit. Let's go.
Hey, Dr. Rodney, how are you, my brother? Thanks for all your support.
Baby, I gotta go. I won't lie and tell you that I'll take it slow, but tonight no bites, cause the wife will know.
Thank you, Maria Harris.
Baby doll. We just spoke about Lalita Ramnath, who will be here November 2nd, rocking the boat, the paddle wheel queen for SMS birthday boat cruise.
नच नच तक जगी बाह विच मेरी अज कर ले आराम सोनिए पैरां विच नचदी नु पेन होवे लावा जग बाह सोनिए नच नच तक जगी बाह विच मेरी अज कर ले आराम सोनिए
चमका चमका मेरी आवे चम चम करके चमका लावा झंडू बाम च नच दे जन थमका चमका चमका मेरी आवे चम चम करके चमका लावा झंडू बाम च नच दे जन थमका मेरे ही चर्चे मेरी ही गल्ला जग सारा करदा नी बार बार वे ये दुनिया पित्तल दी ये दुनिया पित्तल दी ये दुनिया पित्तल दी ओ बेबी डॉल में सोने 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 दी
I'm out to love tonight. I'm out to love. I'm out to love tonight. I'm out to love.
हिरणी वर्गी चाल मेरी ते नांदड़ वर्गी अगुत्ता मैनू वेख के लंघ दिया ने ऐसा
Well, good evening to Mr. Harry Shiv, that who is listening to us on Island Zone Radio, and he's driving home. Good night, Harry.
वेख के लंघ दिया ने ऐसा बढ़ दिया रुत्ता भूल जावण सदके चुम लेंदे बद के मैं ता शर्मावा है बार बार वे ये दुनिया पित्तल
Nalini Supnanan want to say hello to her daughter Navita and her granddaughter, who Arya, who's just 3 weeks old. We wish her all the very best.
बेबी डॉल में सोने दी ओ 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 बेबी डॉल में सोने दी
Guys, if you're from Cane Grove, come on down and see the Cane Grove reunion this Saturday. This Saturday, Cane Grove reunion. It's a dinner and dance all happening, and it's all happening at the Starlight Fairfield Pavilion. Fairfield Pavilion. It's done by Mr. Muhammad Ali and his team. Mr. Muhammad Ali and his team would like to invite each and every one of you to join them for the Cane Grove reunion after the Diwali parade, I should say. After the Diwali parade. And if you love cricket, well, the cricket fans will be there as well. Nadira Roshan, good evening to you. Lalita Ramnath will be here rocking the boat November 2nd. Debbie Sanasi, good night to you.
She's saying good night to Lalita Ramnath and hi, Miss Roshan, how are you? Good night, Adira.
Well, Shakti, oh Mahi, that is indeed a beautiful song. We definitely have to play that for you. Naeem Hamid, Linai.
पहली मोहब्बत का एहसास है ये पहली एहसास है ये, कैसे बताऊं कि क्या प्यास है ये।
क्यों तड़पने लगा, क्यों धड़कने लगा, कोई सपना मेरा दिल संजोने लगा, कुछ तो होने लगा, हाँ हाँ कुछ तो होने लगा। महबूब चाहत की राहों में मिलके, महबूब चाहत की राहों में मिलके, पूरे हुए सारे अरमान दिल के।
अब सनम दरमियां ना रही दूरियां तेरी, जुल्फों तले मैं तो सोने लगा, कुछ तो होने लगा, हाँ कुछ तो होने लगा।
पहले कभी, हाँ हाँ पहले कभी ना मेरा हाल ऐसा हुआ।
मेरी नींद गई चैन खोने लगा,
कुछ तो होने लगा,
हाँ कुछ तो होने लगा।
हाँ हाँ कुछ तो होने लगा।
हाँ कुछ तो होने।
All the wonderful tunes you enjoy from the 1990s. Let's say big up to the promoter of the trio, the Bollywood trio. You guys will be waiting for Alka Yagnik, Kumar Sanu, and Udit Narayan. We'll be here November 23rd. Priya Hyder. Good evening to you. And guys, yes, November 2nd, I'll be having tickets on sale for that boat cruise. And I know Ken love all the Bollywoods. I'm a big Bollywood fan. And I know Anthony Prasad love Bollywood as well.
That's right, that's
So guys,
right.
if you'd like to get on that bus to New Jersey, it's the Bollywood trio, Alka Yagnik, Kumar Sanu, and Udit Narayan.
Hello to Miss Nadia Mulchan all the way from Barbados, listening to us. You know, she started first when we were at the other
Firefest
studio,
Radio.
Firefest Radio.
That's right.
She's a registered nurse in Barbados. Thank you for tuning in.
Sabita Jilal, good evening to you. Thank you. Nadira, thank you. Satish, good evening to you. Boca Raton, Florida. Let's go with Beat Mahi. Do you enjoy going out to Shakti Prasad? One of my favorite tunes.
Also, Shanaz, we know that Satish lost one of his family too.
That's right. On behalf of Shanaz and Ken and Shanaz Musical Sensation, we'd like to send our sincere condolence to his family.
That's right. Our deepest sympathy to you and your family.
जिते भी तू चले माही मैं तेरे पीछे पीछे चलना ओ माही वे ओ माही वे
I know Nadia liked cricket in Barbados, and she's in Barbados. I know that she was jumping for joy in Barbados.
Congratulations to the winning team. Cricket is a sport, and we should all just be fans and observe, support each other.
क्या तेरे बाजों मेरा सच्चियां मोहब्बतां वे ओ माही किते और नहीं मिलना जिते भी तू चले माही मैं तेरे पीछे पीछे चलना ओ माही वे
वो तुम्हारा बॉयफ्रेंड?
I would like to say hello and welcome to G1 Dot on our program tonight. He is from Lenora, and I don't know if you ever see, he's a guy that runs a group, the Lenora group, and he keeps all our Lenora people well informed of marriage, death, and any news in Lenora. So thank you very much, and for doing such a fantastic job.
Debbie Sanasi, good evening to you. Reshma Mangal, how you doing? I hope you go and support We Got Your Back organization in Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. Get on board. That is a chutney wine train. Reshma, thank you very much. Hira Dairam, how you doing? We'll be celebrating birthdays November 2nd. That's right. Where is our DJ? Shout out to the DJ Priya Prasad.
Last year I went on tour, but I didn't want to stay. So I leave my band to play. When I come back, me wife run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away.
This song is for Rajiv Nandalal. Take it away, my brother, my son.
So I leave my band to play. When I come back, me wife run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away.
The girl she a bust up me head. Make me wanna cut off me jet. I'm going mad. Time for me to get on back. Carnival is plenty woman. Plenty girls so easy.
Mr. Paul Singh, good evening to you. Linai, we're all in love.
No, I had a plan to have plenty woman. Hey, then something happened to me.
Steve Sarju.
100 to 1, then I end up with none. Hey, what real?
And Lena, the love starts with all of us. We must love ourselves first before we can love anybody else, and keep the love that's in the cup for ourselves, and that flow out of the cup, it's for everyone else. So enjoy this song.
So I leave my band to play. When I come back, my wife run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away.
I'm gonna play myself, get out the hand. In a party inside with that. White woman on Africa and a Chinese girl on a Indian. Move it, we don't need no wife again. Move it, no stress in my life again. Move it, plenty girl on my mind again. Okay, she would love in the morning.
I give she everything, expensive wedding ring. Hey, but she leave nothing for me. Not even a letter. She changed she phone number. Yeah, tell me what happened to she. Hey, hey, I really wish I could go back in time. Oh, I would have never made this woman mine. Last year I went on tour, but I didn't want to stay. So I leave my band to play. When I come back, my wife run away.
I think she was waiting for an excuse.
Oh Lord, yes.
She needed that space. And you know what? Good for her. She got up and she moved on.
I don't
Yes.
need that.
It's not working out. Let's go on.
Find no woman, rest of her along back.
And every day is a great day to get
I don't
started.
need a compass, it's whoever comes first.
Well, look, it's plenty wine and walking up, and I just can't get it up. Yo!
Last year I went on tour, but I didn't want to stay. So I leave my band to play. When I come back, my wife run away. Yeah, when I come back,
That's big trouble then.
away. Last year I went on tour, but I didn't want to stay. So I leave my band to play. When I come back, my wife run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away. Yeah, when I come back, the girl run away.
Well, good evening to the beautiful Bibi Razak, and I'll read this quote. I love it very much. Life has taught me that you can't control someone's loyalty. No matter how good you are to them, doesn't mean they'll treat you the same. Beautiful tune. No matter how much you mean to them, doesn't mean they'll value you the same. Sometimes the same people you love the most turn out to be the people who you can't trust and who will hurt you. Right?
Absolutely true.
Beautiful, beautiful indeed. Life has taught me no matter you can't control someone's loyalty. Well, where's the DJ? Let's go.
Hello to Harry Narayan Arjun. Thank you for tuning into our program. Let's go.
Can't do this anymore.
Debbie says she's in love. I'm in love. Ken is in love. We're all in love. Let's go.
I'm not leaving, that's impossible to do. Cause if you want me to go,
I ain't
you
going
got me
away.
looking the way you do. You got me cooking the way you do.
And I do have a good cook.
If you want me to go, you got me looking the way you do. You got me walking the way you do. Because you're looking
man, when you watch me, I said I see that I win the lottery. How you go pick up just so and then dump me? No, baby, no. But your back on me clothes in a garbage bag. You put it on the ground by the roadside. You tell me get out your place to come inside. Baby, don't do it that you go break my heart. Can't believe you're ready to give up on me just so. Cause if you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be cooking the way you do. You can't be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be walking the way you do. Because you're hooking me. No matter what I say, you are hearing. You say the love disappearing. On the drawer and cupboard you're clearing. Mash up with dress so. When you
Love disappearing.
Oh no, it should disappear. It should grow.
that is a trophy. So if you throw away the thing, it go hurt me. No, baby, no. But
Kamal Hamid from Trinidad, from Toronto.
garbage bag. You put it on the ground by the roadside. You tell me get out your place to come inside.
I know that happened to some people.
Without you break my heart. Can't believe you're ready to give up on me just so. Cause if you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you
Well, look who decided to join us. The Whatless Yasim from the Sunshine State, Florida. Hey, Whatless Yasim, good evening to you. Kamal Hamid from Toronto, good evening to you. Tony Kumar, how are you doing from Mexico?
because you're looking me.
You see what I said? Mr. Hamid said every time I hear this song, I remember when I got kicked out with a garbage bag. You are not alone, my brother.
Pick it up, get on,
And
go
move
ahead.
on.
Move on.
And great things can happen in your life after.
When you let go of the baggage that's holding you down, great things will come your way.
That's right.
Happy Thanksgiving to all our Canadian folks.
You can't be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can't be looking the way you do. You can't be walking the way you do. Because you're hooking me.
And we have Asha in the studio week after week listening to us.
Our
Thank
supporter,
you.
number one supporter and fan. Hey, I see Mr. Jeffrey Iqbal is on live. Jeffrey Iqbal, good evening to you. A wonderful guy indeed. And hey, we should be getting him in NYC. Jeffrey Iqbal by SMS Promotions.
What little Yasin? He said we love you, love us. Well, we love you right back too.
If you love us a lot and you're not sharing all the wonderful stuff with Zilla and Sugar Apple.
I see Daniel Matheson all the way from Grenada. Tune in. The man from Spice Island. We worked together many years ago. Enjoy, my brother.
आपके करीब हम रहते हैं अपना नसीब तुम्हें कहते
Mickey Khan.
हैं आपके करीब हम रहते हैं अपना
Mickey Khan, good evening to you.
तुम्हें कहते हैं अरमा भी है तुम्हें पाने का तुम पे दिलो जालो टाने का जान की कसम सच कहते हैं जान की कसम सच कहते हैं आपके करीब हम रहते हैं अपना नसीब तुम्हें कहते हैं
Ladies and babies, here we go again. Mr. Raymond to the world. Music from John Rock Shack. And if we couple
birthday to Auntie Shirley.
रहते हैं अपना नसीब तुम्हें कहते.
I hope Tony Kumar is enjoying his vacation in Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and for watching us the new episode of Shanaz and Ken Rampersad.
Every Monday, right here. Mickey Khan, thank you very much. Someone said, well, thank you, Priya. I am a good dancer, but I believe Ken got some moves too.
I got some bad new moves,
Yeah, he
trust
got
me.
some bad moves, and guess what? We'll be filming him November 2nd on the SMS boat cruise. You guys want to be there? Hit us up. We got tickets and we want to have fun together. I'll be videoing him dancing, having a good time, spreading love, spreading joy, spreading positivity.
That's right, Shanaz.
That's what life is all about. You know, I came out of my office the other day and a patient of mine said, hey, is that you? And I said, yes, it is. And I did a little dance and a twirl around. And she was having a rough day. And she said, you know what? Thank you for being you. And thank you for always stopping and say hello to me. I said, you know what? If we can make someone feel better, what are we here for? Our prime purpose in life is to help each other and make them feel good.
That's right, that's right. And you know, anytime I call Shanaz and we're on the phone, she's always getting interrupted. And then we have to say, okay, we'll talk later. But let me tell you something, another thing. I would not be surprised if one day I'm at Amazura or one of these concerts and I have to introduce Shanaz Hussein as the next singer because she is a good singer here in studio.
Well, if we get rain tomorrow, it's all because I was singing. Well, you know what they say, rain is a blessing. Not everyone could call the rain. So if you feel like calling the rain, start singing. What Liz Yassim, good evening to you. Tony Kumar, how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to our folks in Toronto, Canada. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And Rajiv said, let's go with the tunes. You're locked on to Island Zone Radio. Every Monday, it's Shanaz and Ken. What you want to talk about, let us know.
It's
and
10
we
o'clock.
are here to chit-chat with you.
And could you believe time is going so fast?
Time flies when you're having fun. And we're always having fun when you're here. Sharing our day with each and every one of you. What did you do over the weekend? Let us know. We love telling you about our weekend.
Yes, yes. And I want to tell you, I know my show is going to debut the 1st of December. And the first show, I want to tell you my story, how I failed all my exams and all the things that I went through in life.
Secrets about Ken Rumpersad.
That's right. And
you know,
now...
skeletons in his closet.
That's right. And now it's a all different story. And why I want to tell this story, Shanaz, is because, you know, I see so much people trying to take their own life and feel hopeless. And I want them to know that, you know what, it's just a temporary phase in their lives and that things could change and things will change if you put your feet to the pedal and work it.
And have a positive. Sometimes we can't think of positivity at some time when we're really, really down. But every day is a different day. You know, sometimes I wake up sad and not everything that we want we accomplish in life. But,
That's
you know,
right.
we have to say tomorrow is a new day. We can make it happen.
And this too shall pass, if you know what I mean.
That's right. Every day is an opportunity to continue doing it. Get up and do it again. And Naeem Hamid, well, we are here from 8 to 10 p.m. But tonight we're going a little bit just because of Watlis Yassin. And Mr. Watlis Yassin will be mailing our studio some water coconut, sapodilla, soursop, and all the wonderful fruits he enjoys sharing with us. Hey, the beautiful Shanti sing. Yes, Shanti can really sing. She'll be joining us on the Diwali float this Saturday alongside Mr. Bollywood Anthony Prasad, Debbie, and hey, that's Debbie Singh from New Jersey. We have some singers, some dancers. The beautiful Melinda Murphy will be in our studio Thursday alongside Mr. Ben Parang. Big things are happening for Ben. He's going to Canada. One love. So Ben Parang will be here. The beautiful Melinda Murphy and Sassy, that is Saucy, Sexy, Sassy Ramatar, who will be here and rocking the boat November 2nd. It's all about the SMS birthday boat cruise. And let's go. I know Shanti Singh can really sing. Join us Saturday.
That's right. And you know, Shanti is such a nice girl too. And while she was in India, I could see I was in India too because she was sharing so much nice pictures with us.
That came from the heart. Shanti have a really big heart. She's always traveling and doing good things. And I read a post earlier. We see a lot of humans. I believe Mr. Suresh shared a post. We see a lot of humans, but we don't see humanity.
That's right. Oh, yeah, she was doing good things. Although she went there for a vacation, she was doing things to change other people's life. And that's a good thing. when you can think of other people when you're there to have fun. So Shanti Singh, just continue to do all the things that you do. And guess what? Not that alone. She always looked beautiful, like a breath of fresh air.
Whoa, Shanti Singh. Good night to you. Rajin Sukraj, how you doing? Priya Prasad, good evening, good evening. And she said, powerful voice. Yes, we'll be hearing her live. Guys, share our live this Saturday. SMS will be live from Liberty Avenue, and you'll get to see a backstage sneak peek of Ken Ramprasad in action. So a lot of things happening. Keep us locked on Thursday. Shanaz Musical Sensation. I know the DJ have a fantastic tune. We're not leaving right now. We have 2 more songs for you to dance to. We want to make your week a great one. Join us Thursday for SMS Live with 3 fantastic guests, Sasi Ramatar, Melinda Murphy, and Mr. Ben Parag. Big things are happening Saturday, Diwali Parade and Cane Grove Reunion. Get your tickets. November 1st, what's happening? Well, it's a Jumbie Jam by Mr. Diraj Gayaram. It's a Jumbie party. Come on, get your costumes out. It's a Halloween party.
He's gonna rock the stage.
I've always been to his Halloween party, and it's always fantastic. And guess what? The following day, we're gonna pre-party at the Jumbie Jam Halloween party for SMS and boat cruise the next day. We'll be seeing you at One World Fair Marina this November 2nd. Let's go, DJ. Rock the boat.
That's right. Let's go.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Whatless Yasin from Florida.
She had the thing I love. Where she from, I don't know. She wears some go low. The place like a dojo. So what you say, what you say, what you say? Pretty girl, when you come my way. What you do, what you do, what you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. So girl,
Come on, Ken, you got some moves.
blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello, hello.
I'm saving it for the boat ride
Whoa.
on November the 2nd, right?
Well, hello. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you
You
ready?
are ready.
Are you ready for it? Now I'll give me that. Hold up. Wind it up. Ride it. Front to the back. No long chat. Just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of
Hey guys, the women love sweet type of love, so just give it to them.
Guys love sweet type of love. You know, it goes both ways. Love
That's
your
right,
woman,
that's right.
Love your man. Show them some love and respect. And Shanti Singh is dancing. When Shanti's dancing, she's always in bed.
Oh, I love her personality too. What a good woman.
like a lando. Yeah, but a girl them do.
And you know why I say though sorry, but when we, all the time we hear bad news on TV and radio. So when we get good news to share, let's share it. Let's make a difference in the world.
Mary Ann Lou, how are you? Miss Canada, happy Thanksgiving to you. Let's go, rock on.
Girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. So girl, I love how the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Now I'll give me that. Hold back.
Shanti ready too, I know.
Ride it.
Shanti's always ready.
Her daughter is ready too. She was dancing with me at the party on the boat ride.
Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Real type of love. Hold me, darling. 'Cause whole night we jabbing.
That is Casper Band.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Bollywood trio, you guys, I've been waiting for. Alka Yagnik, Kumar Sanu, and Udit Naran will be here November 23rd in New Jersey. We'll have ticket on sale November 2nd on the boat. That's right, the Paddle Wheel Queen for SMS Birthday Bash. I hope to see each and every one of you there. And yes, the DJ will be there. DJ Thunder and DJ Logic, our own DJs from Island Zone Radio. Where is DJ Fest? He'll be rocking the boat. After party will be at Palmcourt Restaurant. It's your workout session. Bibi Hussein, good evening to you. Urel Sinarine, how you doing?
Show them that you're not lazy. Lately, that body driving me crazy.
We're going to misbehave here tonight.
Now give it to nobody, oh chimbali, chimbali. Original them can photocopy, oh.
We never over. You send me loca. I want you love, love, love. You giving me pressure. Love never so
Mr. Himchan Jai doing big things in Berbice, Guyana. Big up to you.
And you know we end up going low, low, ah, low, 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 ah, low, 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 ah. Until we end up going low, low, ah, low, 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 ah, low, 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 ah. Until we end up on the give it to me that work out, give it to me that
Sweet type of love.
give it to me that work out, give it to me that love, love, give it to me that work out, give it to me that love, yeah, give it to me that work out, give it to me that love, love, give me the love thing, baby, the madam and them shaky, ooh, girl I'm gazing, looking at you is amazing, with your chimbali, chimbali, now give it to nobody, oh chimbali, chimbali, original them can photocopy, oh.
Ramona Ramdas, Rajiv Rajnarai, Marine Ramcharan Linai, Watlis Yasin, Bibi Hussein, Urel Sinarain,
And you know we end up going low, low, ah, low, 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 ah, low, 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 ah. Until we end up going low, low, ah, low, 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 ah, low, 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 ah. Until we end up on the go. Give it to me that work out, give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that work out, give it to me that love, love. Give it to me that work.
give it to me that workout and give it to me that love. Love is a great gift to give.
Give it to me that love.
It's free too.
It's free.
You don't have to pay.
Indira Rupa, how you doing? Good evening, good evening.
Like you. If them
We'll have a soca session. We want to get you guys in the dance floor. We'll have a yoga group and we'll be doing some dance lessons, guys. Keep it locked. Big things are happening. Lots of new things coming up.
fuck it on me, girl, the way you speak, girl, all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Yes, I
It's all the tunes you could dance to and get a workout as well. Right here every Monday, it's a Ken and Shanaz. Let's chit chat.
yeah. Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that.
Coming soon, the Ken Ramprasad Show on Island Zone Radio. Lina, good evening, good evening. Let's dance. Dancing is the best exercise as we pull the curtains down for tonight. Join us next Monday. Hey, we'll be coming to you live and direct from Gracie Mansion. SMS will be there celebrating Diwali with Mayor Bill de Blasio.
I know you're watching, now walking up my ways. My body good, you wanna beg me for a pace. You wanna hold me down and lock me up for days. Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
please,
yeah.
I want it.
I want you, and I could tell you
Keep dancing, Lena.
I feel you. I could feel your love and push you. Just say you want to. You need to.
You know wind up on me. You know push up on me. You know twist up on me. I could tell that you want me. You know bend your back and
What less Yasin? Lina, good evening, good evening. Indura, good evening.
I know you want it. I know you want it.
How you like it?
like it like this, just like this. I like it like this, just like this. I like it like this, just like
I like it like this.
like this, just like this. I like it like this. I like it like this.
I like it hot.
I like it like this.
That's on my mind to say. Shana says she like it hot. In fact, to be honest, when she called me last night and says, you know what, she wants to start this show, she said, I like it hot. We're going to do it hot. So let's go.
Nobody ever made me feel like this. No, maybe what I hear. I swear.
You know wind up on me. You know push up on me. You know twist up on me.
Dancing is the best exercise. It's good for the mind and body.
I'm your soul too.
And the soul.
Wind up.
I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it.
And I like it like this.
Just
Wow.
like this. I like it like this. Just like this. I like it like this. Just like this. I like it like this. Just like this. I like it like this. I like it like this.
And we all like it like this. Hot every Monday. To join us 8 to 10 p.m. on Island Zone Radio. Good evening to the beautiful Priya Hyder. The Bollywood trio you guys have been waiting for will be here November 23rd in New Jersey. Alkayamne Kumar Sanu and Udit Narayan. Songs from the 1990 famous songs that you enjoy. Let's go. And November 1st is the Jumpy Jam. It's a Halloween show for D-Raj. Guy Ram, do join at Starlight Pavilion. November 2nd, SMS Boat Cruise. Let's get on board.
Hello to Shakira Richardson. Thank you for tuning in.
We have no behavior.
I see Lena dancing. We get her work up.
Bartender, hurry up with my order.
Everybody know every time we touch down the splinters. That's my show. Fine, yo, Holland, pull up. Mash it, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining the splinters. That's my show. Fine, yo, Holland, pull up.
Diana Shiv Ram, good night. What list Yasin, keep dancing. Lena, good evening to you. Yes, it's party time with Shanaz and Ken. Naeem, good evening. Marine Ramtran, you got some good moves. Let's go.
Fights up from the time that we reach. Drinks up, now the madness release. We having a good time. We don't have no time.
We have no time to bad mind.
Good night. Chevron, Diana, thanks for your support. Bibi Hussein, thank you.
Looking good in blue.
And blue, your love is true. I love blue, by the way.
Mr. Naeem, why leave when the party just getting started? Let's go until 12. If you guys are dancing, we'll rock the boat. Let's go.
Pure bacchanal, pure reveling. Every gal just start to wine Panaman now. Look back at him. Pull on selector, pull it up again. Lost my friend, them I can't find
Shakira
them.
Richardson.
Nothing, I still singing the anthem. Oh, we don't have no behavior. No, I don't know what their behavior. Right now, drinks flowing like water. I see me cup run it over. I wobbling with me head on my shoulder. Party time, we say what being sober. We staggering, we mad again, trouble again. So let we sing again. Oh, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border.
Somebody call a fire truck. Studio's on fire.
With my order.
We got no behavior. Peter around facade is being bad.
Everybody know every time.
And I'm the fireman, I come in.
That's my show. Fine, yo, Holland, pull up. Hey, mash it. Fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining splinters. That's my show. Fine, yo.
Debbie Sanasi, Diana Shivram, Bibi Hussein, let's get dancing. Naeem, thank you. Debbie, thank you. Marine Ramtran is doing all kind of fancy move there. Yes, guys, it's birthday time. We're having cake in the studio.
It's Tres Leche.
Tres Leche, and I know someone who loves Tres Leche. My best friend, Mr. Buddy Singh.
I love it too. All the time.
That's right.
Splinters. Anytime we touch.
Get on the Chutney Wine Train. It's heading down to Hollywood, Florida, November 23rd. Get your ticket and support. We got your back organization. Let's go and let's keep the dance move coming down. Thank you, Mr. Whatless. And Whatless is always Whatless. Nirmati Dad, good evening to you.
Soca Kingdom.
Sharing is caring. Thank you guys for sharing. And thank you for being here every Monday with us. It's Shanaz and Ken. Coming soon, the Ken Rappersod show on Island Zone Radio. Follow him on Facebook. We're heading to downtown. No, we're heading down to Liberty Avenue this Saturday for the Diwali parade. Guys, get involved. Get involved with your community. Spread your culture.
And we have to say thank you very much for all those who are planning this, especially to our girl Lakshmi Singh for doing such a fantastic job.
Year after year, and all the sponsors and
Mr.
supporters
Singh,
we
yes.
got on board, coming on, putting on a show, a parade. It's a free event, guys. This Saturday, Liberty Avenue. Keep it locked on Shanaz Musical Sensation. We have Sassy Ramatar also having a Diwali show at I believe it's Maracas. So lots of things happening. Melinda Murphy will be our Lakshmi on the SMS float. Kenneth will be part of the parade as well. So come on down, see us there. Ben Perong in the studio this Thursday. Let's go.
Angela got the girls and ride. Marshall right there by your side. Wave the flags, I am waving pride. Party done once we step inside the club. We ready.
Lord, our DJ on fire.
Party done.
We up in here.
done.
Hold up, see, girl, and I'm smashing. Bust a dance and then we slash it. Even when we drunk, pull away and smash it. Give no water, they can't cause slashes. Never see a trinity girl and she wind up her waist and hold up the
If you're partying until 12, we're partying along with you.
the bow leg man and them a go. Hey, girls see me coming when they see me on the street. Them yelling out to me. Let them eat the heat. Party done. Party done. The party done. The party done. The party done. The party done. But I don't know when I give a dance. Come first, let's go. The beat was so good, turn up the bass and screw up the case like so. The party done. Party, 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 party done. Party done. Party, party, party.
We're now starting.
Watch me ride it, yeah. And when I'm finished, we go stand there united. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, hey, they see we coming. When I bust the speakers start humming, drop the beat and the drums start drumming. You know, take me only little something. We dancing all the parties and shouting down the place. Cheers on the flag high, we letting go the pace. Take it from me, yeah, take it to the door. Take it from me, yeah, take it to the door.
Don't tell me no, it's in the air, keep taking over. We everywhere, we want it slow, we want it fast, everywhere we go, keep party done. I say it, up comes the people that want to toss it, up comes the man and them ride it. And in charge of us, we provide it, party done, we conquer the world, party done, we conquer.
And I love this faith, this beautiful pose by Naresh. I'd rather be hated for being real than to be loved for